Hey YouTube, it's me, Provoronkeepers, and today I want to do a quick room tour. It's been almost a year since I've done one, and since then I've moved into a bigger space. So let's get started with the tour. Okay, this is the entry door to the room, and on the back I have some of my punches. Well, all my punches are here on the back of the door, and some decorative scissors and things like that. So the punches are on the back of the door. Okay, and then we're just going to work our way around the room. And then over here is where I keep all of my mats there. And then this is a door to storage. And then here is a Cricut on the stand, and then down here is just some more storage stuff. And then in these things here I have cards that I've made and different supplies, and I really need to clean that up because it looks a hot mess, but it's just some stuff from my husband's job that's there. And then if we move over, all of my junk on top of my U-Do. And then underneath the table is stuff for the U-Do, and then it's my radio and stuff. And then this is how I store my cartridges here. And then I leave a laptop here next to the Imagine. So when I need some RGB codes, I can just get them right away. And then in here is the booklets to the cartridges. And then below that is my Gypsy and the overlays. And then in the drawer below is just some scrap paper, and then another container with scrap paper. Then behind here is just tissue paper and gift wrap paper and things like that. Over here is the boxes to the Cricut cartridges. Now, when I was in the closet space, these were over the door. And the reason why I haven't put the cartridges back in there is because it's hard to get them boxes in and out. And I am thinking about moving these all together and adding more storage space. But right now they're not really bothering anything, so that's what that is. And then up here is my Cuttlebug and some stamps. Then below there is some Cuttlebug folders, dies, some nestabilities in there, and some Sizzix dies, impressibilities, and things like that. I don't have a whole lot of those. I just have my favorite folders, my favorite nestabilities, and that's good enough for me. Then I have my cinch and some cinch wires. Then in this drawer is some mat stacks, and below there is some pre-cut cardstock that I have. In here I have cardstock 12 by 12. Then in this little container here is some 8 by 8 cardstock and paper. In the middle is 8.5 by 11 cardstock. And then in this container is 12 by 12 pattern papers. Then I have more pattern papers here, stacks. And then this drawer here I have vinyl, transparency, acetate, chipboard, and some other stuff down there. And then I have my cutter on that shelf, a Cricut, of my jukebox, another Cricut, more pattern paper, my 8 by 8 paper here. Then next to that is just the inks that I use all the time or most often. My Glimmer Mist, both bought and homemade here. Here we have Stickles, what else is there? Liquid Pearls, the Puffy Paint, and re-inkers are over here. Then I have my I don't even know, what is this, Essentials, there it is, Essentials Carousel. I don't really know the name of it, but that's what that is. Copics. And I made this shelf myself for the Copic markers. And then below there is my Xyrons, the Xyron Design Runner. Most of the adhesives that I use, and I have a thing for adhesives. I just love adhesives, so I'll pick that up later. I got this stuff on clearance and never used it, but that's the tag maker and the fastener. I really don't even know what to do with either one. I guess I'll figure something out, but got them on clearance for like $3 a piece, so couldn't go wrong with that, right? Then on this shelf there's another design runner, not a design runner, adhesive thing, Xyron. There you go. In there, then it's my repositional spray and cleaner. And here is more stuff for inking. Then in here is just some miscellaneous stuff. Some jewels and markers and things like that are in there. Some wire BBs for my glimmer mist. I saw a video where a girl or a lady used BBs in her glimmer mist, and of course I don't have any in that one. Let's see. Okay, you can hear it in there, and you don't have to really shake it too much to get the color. So $1.50 for that at Walmart. And then down here is just refills for the Xyrons, and different components for the Creatopia are on this shelf here. And then up here we have the Xyron. We have some smooch, embossing stuff there. My little homemade shelf for my acrylic paints and daubers. Perfect pearls, flocking glitter is on this shelf here. Then down here on this shelf we have wooden stamps on this side inside the drawers. And they're categorized by different things. You got the thinking of yous and Christmas and, you know, fair wishes, happy birthday, and things like that. It is on all of the drawers, or inside of all of the drawers. Some more stamps that I need to put away. All of my clear stamps are in here, also categorized by theme. Then on this shelf I have my Teresa Collins stamp maker that has been sitting on this shelf since September. Never used it, never took it out the package. I think it's because I'm intimidated by it. I don't know. I really don't know, but I really need to use this stuff. I think my husband is gonna like start selling my stuff. Anyway, just some replacements like the extra packs for the stamp maker. Then it's a tote bag, and it's more inks in here that I don't use as often but may need the colors. More stamps here. Then down here is just some books and things like that. So that's it for this section. And then back here, my daughter's artwork and my fish tank and stuff. And then let's see. Here is my island. And I usually keep my cutting mat and my ATG guns on here. I also made the stand for that. Then here is where I keep all my sharps. And I like the way I have the room set up because everything is right in arm's reach. My glue glider with repositional adhesive, more adhesive in here. And I can't even open it, and then it's just replacement of adhesives. I got my Big Bite in here, and then just some regular tape. A smaller mat here, the Martha Stewart scoreboard, and the Ultimate Companion, Crafter's Companion. And then what I like to do is if I'm working on a project and I'm not quite done, I can put it on the shelf and it's out of sight, out of mind. which is what's going to happen to this stuff here. I had started a card, finished the card, went to add some embellishments on it, messed up the card, so I had to rip it all apart. So I was a little discouraged about that, but I'll get it done. Okay, then on this shelf here is the Grand Caliber. My Gazelle is on this shelf. The cake machine. Some empty containers here that I want to put some stuff in. And then right here is just some pens and my bag scratcher, trimmer, more markers and pens down there. And then move around here. Hopefully I don't get you dizzy. I have my printers over here. Just some ribbon and the crocodile and stuff here. This layout is from one of my circle sisters. I love her. She knows who she is. I'm afraid to do anything with it because it's so pretty and it's a 2-page layout. And so I really don't want to add any pictures to it because I love it. And one of my ribbon spools just unraveled as I was showing that. And then let's do this first. Alright. So then this is my another laptop. And then in here are more mat stacks. More 12 by 12 pattern paper. And it's some 8.5 by 11 paper in here as well. And then in this container is some more pattern paper. Then I have my card shop, and I'm trying to get into clay, polymer clay. And my kids think this stuff is real, but it's not. And this was my first attempt to making clay polymer stuff. And I was watching Terry Ellis's videos and was inspired. So there's my cheesecake and my cake and my cookie and my brownie with ice cream on top. So that's my clay projects there. And then there's some clay in there. The melting pot, the distress it all, the bind it all. Down here is the Your Story binders, and the Cuddle Kids is all in there. And then over here is just my basket of brads and bling, a layout that needs to be worked on but haven't in months and Sundays. And then this is where I keep all of my cards that people send me or that I'm making. So this one here is one that I made for my husband's grandmother. She likes leopard and cheetah, black and gold. So I made this one for her. A dear friend of mine sent this one for me. And she also sent this one. And this one was for my Copic class. This one was from my circle sister who made the layout. This was a Mother's Day card for my daughter. And then this was a card for my godson. And that back there is a layout that I entered in for the National Scrapbooking Day this past weekend. Up here, I keep the cards that I first did just as a reminder of progression and more ribbon, rhinestones, lace, ribbon, and things like that. And then in these two containers are things for the sewing machine and scissors and stuff like that. Are in there. Then my sewing machine. And then in there is just some miscellaneous stuff. And then in the drawers I keep ink for all of the printers that I have. I have 4 printers, so I have to keep ink. Actually, I have 4 in this room. It's like printers everywhere. And I don't even know why we have so many printers, but I know why I have 4, but we have a lot of printers. So all of the ink is kept in here in the drawers and stuff. And then in here is just different fabrics and my mini sewing machine and my iron and stuff like that. And then I think that is pretty much it. We are pretty much back at the beginning. I just have like a little shelf here just for stuff. And y'all, that's it. This is the room. This is my room. So there you go. This is it. This is it. That's it. And like I said, it's not quite how I want it just yet, but in due time. In due time. So thank you all for watching. You have a great day and a great weekend. Bye.
When we pray, you understand us, see deep inside us, translate tears, then take them away. I'ma be honest.